I get asked a lot, what is it about this gift thing, Bruce? Why are you so obsessed with it? Why have you made it such a large part of your life? And so I'd like to just spend a minute telling you my why and hoping it connects with some of your why that we can talk more about when we see each other. So there's four reasons I've discovered over the last 25 years that I keep coming back to over and over and over again that keep me motivated about core gifts. And the first one is there's so much mystery in the world. Science likes to think it can explain everything, but we all know that there's an incredible amount of things that we can't explain that are just full of awe and wonder. And one of those things that's full of awe and wonder is answering the question, why am I here? What am I about? And I think that all humans have to answer the question when they get to the fork in the road. Do I come into the world just my blood and guts, and then I start having stories and that determines who I am? Or do I come in the world blood and guts, but there's something more to me? There's something else that comes into the world with me. And that's that question that we all have, I think, that we know from neuroscience now. People are trying to answer, why am I here? And I think this idea of a core gift is one way that cultures around the world helped us to answer that question. Why am I here? I can't prove to anyone I have a core gift, but it's one of the things that I have the deepest faith in and connect to my deepest purpose. And it comes up in my daily life every single day. No one can take it away from me. It's mine, and I came into the world with it. And the second reason why core gifts are so important to me is just remembering that a lot of scientists say that the difference between humans and all other animal species in the world is humans are the only ones that think in story form. And there's three kinds of stories, three groups of stories that humans are developing all the time. The first one is, where have I been? The second one is, why am I here now? And the third kind of story is, where am I headed? And together, those three stories tell us that we're on a path. We've been on a path. We're on a path right now. And where we're headed is a continuation of that path. And it's a unique path. And if we look carefully, we can see that our core gift has been threaded through all three of those continuous paths in our life. I look back now, I can thinking of something right now I did in grade school that I had no awareness of it at the time, but it was definitely my core gift trying to be seen. And I can think of a time right now comes to me of when I was about 35. I was living in a small Alaskan town, and I made a decision in the moment that was frightening for me and scary, but it was the right decision. And looking back now, I didn't realize it, but I made that decision because of my core gift. And just yesterday, thinking about a new kind of learning event I want to design, I got trapped and I wasn't considering my core gift in the design of that learning event. And I lost my energy, I lost my enthusiasm for it. And all I had to do was remember my core gift. And all that energy came back. And I started having more ideas. And I'm really excited about offering it to the world this spring. So core gifts help us make sense of our story, both the past, the current, and the future. And for me, the third way that core gifts have made sense is how I think about serving the world. I have a personal bias that people should be in service to the world. The world's in a lot of trouble right now. And I think we all ought to be figuring out ways to serve. And what I know about service is that I can do a lot of things. I could choose to serve in a lot of ways. But when I pick a way to serve that's aligned with my core gift, something changes in me. It doesn't feel like a burden. It doesn't feel like a task. It doesn't feel like a should. It feels like a time in my life when I've aligned who I am with a great need in the world, with some larger purpose, some larger why. And that feeling propels me forward and makes service the thing I look forward to. And the last reason, maybe the one that's been the most useful in my own life, is this old idea from cultures around the world that giving our gift helps us to heal. You know, therapy is less than 100 years old in the world. And our ancestors were, pretty wise. They had a very simple, profound method for helping people heal. And it was simply, whatever has been a struggle for you, go out and give whatever was healing for you to others in the world. And that's the way you will heal. It's a brand new idea in the world that you can heal just through understanding. The old idea in the world is that you give the opposite of what happened to you, or you give what was curative to you in that challenge you had. And when you do that, a wonderful thing happens. You heal because your psyche is saying, see, this is what should have happened. And also you're in service to the world. So gift healing has a reciprocity in it that most other kinds of healings don't have. So those 4 ways, helping me make sense of the mystery of my life, helping me see the story of my life's path from a gift perspective, being of service, and healing. So it's why I can't walk away from my gift. It comes in and out of my life in different ways at different times. Sometimes I need my gift in my relationships. Sometimes I need it in my work tasks. Sometimes I need it when I'm out in my shop building something. But there it is. It just keeps showing up over and over and over again. It's like a good friend. I have friends in my life who stand by me no matter what. And I think of my core gift like that. It's there. A lot of times I'll try and ignore it, but it never forgets me. All I have to do is look, and there it is again. So it helps me say hello to each new day when I remember it. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all in a few weeks, looking forward to great conversations, and thanks for being interested in the idea of gifts.